I thought we did.
Yeah. I was totally exhausted after that. I was like, we'll be there for like an hour or two. We were there from like 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but it was nice because there were some people that we didn't know that we were going up to and be like, oh, we listened to your podcast, which was pretty cool.
Oh, so your thing posted. Yeah. So we met some really cool mamas, some new faces.
We had some friends come out and support us, which was nice, and we appreciate.
Which was awesome. Yes.
Yeah, but we actually did.
We collected a few.
We did collect we'll play them over the next couple of weeks. Yes. But we do have one from a local dad. You want to get into that now?
Let's do it.
What the
fuck did you just
What the fuck did I just see?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
All right, so we are back here at Boulevard West, and we found another local dad. I'm loving all the local dads who are stepping up and wanting to talk to us ladies.
We've had all dad share moments, no mamas yet.
Yeah, there's one down there, but I don't know if I can get her to talk yet. She's drinking coffee. She hasn't had enough mimosas yet.
Okay, well, we'll let her get a couple more in her. In the meantime, why don't you tell us about your moment? What made you say, what the fuck? What the fuck was that?
Used to work for some animal removal companies. I was a wildlife trapper, and lived in Florida for a long time. And we worked for a company that subcontracted for a large grocery chain in Florida.
Okay.
That's trying to get here in North Carolina.
All right, I have an idea of who that may be.
I don't want to say the name of it. So we would have to go in and remove birds really early in the morning that would fly into the store.
Okay.
That were considered nuisance wildlife, invasive species. So you could remove them however necessary.
Oh, gosh.
So we would go in there with a pellet gun. You can imagine however necessary.
I have often wondered, I've been in a store and I've seen a bird and I wonder how the hell do they get these things out of here?
You see little kids go around with pellet guns. They would shoot birds with a BB gun. It is what it is. So me and a buddy, we both worked for the same company. We'd go in there with a pellet gun, and we would shoot a bird with a pellet gun, and we'd get it out of there.
Okay.
We'd have to go in there. It'd be like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning before only the managers were in there, and they would let us in before any employees were in there. And we would there'd be 3 or 4 birds. They would be roosting all in about the same spot, so we would kind of hide together in the same spot again, and we would take our aim, and we both took the shot at the same time, and we don't know which one of us did it, but we hit a sprinkler head.
Gosh.
And we flooded the entire store.
Oh, my God.
When you hit one of them,
they all
go off.
That's funny. That's what my husband does. He installs sprinkler heads.
Yeah, so it was bad. It was really bad.
I'd imagine. Yeah, that's a WTF moment. So what happened? What?
The fire department came and it was not good. We had to go take piss tests. It was not good.
Oh shit. So did this destroy
everything
in there?
Everything. The whole store got everything that was non-perishable. All the
Holy
boxes,
shit.
everything, the meat in the refrigerators, everything that was inside of a case, like the meat and stuff like that, that was all good because it was wrapped up. But everything in a box got flooded. Thousands upon thousands of gallons of water dumped into the store.
Holy shit. Yeah, those things fill up quick.
Everything. There's really no way to stop the water.
Wow.
Really no way.
So was this under since you guys, went through all your testing or whatever, is this under your companies? Do they sign something like this?
Oh yeah,
something like this might happen and you're not responsible?
Yeah, no, we're not responsible. It was an accident. You know what I mean?
Damn.
We weren't held responsible for it.
Wow.
We kept the contract through it was an accident.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit happens.
Shit does happen, that's for sure.
You know what I mean? And
well, thank you so much for sharing. That was an awesome WTF moment.
It was great.
All right, that was a pretty good WTF.
I was very glad he shared with us.
We appreciate that.
If that happened to me, I don't know what I would do. Because like he said, I guess it wasn't like it was an accident, but I'm sure you still feel like, oh fuck, what did I
Right.
just do?
All right, Diane, let's hear your WTF.
So mine's quick and short, but still made me say like, what the fuck? So last week me and Tim had a week without the kids. So we were at the pool one day, just enjoying life, not having to worry about children dying or drowning or,
Living the dream.
yes, being able to just actually relax in the pool. So all of a sudden these kids start like coming closer to the deep end. And I'm like, all right, it's a pool.
Don't you know that we're kid free over here? God.
So I'm like, all right, like fine, let's, it is what I can't get upset, you
Right.
know. And then this one kid started talking to us and swimming back and forth. So I like said to him, as a mom, I can't help it. I'm like, wow, you're a great swimmer. And he's like, watch this. And I always get nervous because he's, he looks like Logan's age. He's like 5, and he ended up being 5.5. I asked him.
Right.
And I get nervous because these kids don't realize sometimes when they get tired. And they get tired in like the middle of the pool. And that's why a lot of these sometimes unfortunate deaths happen, because they don't realize they get tired. And obviously not to be a downer, but drowning is silent. It's not like you're going to hear a kid splashing, asking for help. That's not how it goes down, unfortunately. And that's why these horrible stories happen. But anyway, so now here I am stuck because I feel like I don't see the mom anywhere looking, and I'm stuck watching him because now I'm scared. I'm the closest one to him, and now I'm all worried that he's going to drown, So I'm like closely watching him swim back and forth, and he finally comes over to us. And now, since the beginning of the summer, we lost a football that we were throwing around.
I remember Tim's infamous Nike football that went missing.
Get fucking this. The kid comes up to us and he's like, so, we got your football. And I was like, me and Tim looking for that. We're looking at it. I'm like, what the fuck? Tim's like, oh, really? And the kid's like, yeah, my mom has it at her house. So you want me to go get it? He's like, yeah. I'm like, it's because we were looking to leave soon. So in my mind, I'm thinking no, because now we're going to be stuck here waiting for the mom to then go back, get the football, come back. I mean, we were probably going to be stuck there for another hour, and we were kind of looking.
Wait, so how did they know? How did this kid know that it was yours? Because I remember Tim put out. He put out a like APB on this football on your community Facebook page, and nobody.
Oh, and we know his name too, because we asked him what his name was, and he goes, "Oh, and my dad's named after me, so they have the same name." So we have the first name down, and he pretty much was like, Tim was like, "Yeah, go get my football," and I'm like, "No, just next time bring it," and because I really didn't want to be stuck there for another hour. We were looking to go home.
No. Here's my address. I'd like for you to ask your mother to deliver it.
We should have walked over there, so we never did. We're pussies. We didn't walk over there, but oh my god, I was like, how does this kid? So the kid we leave, and I'm like, how does this kid remember? Not only that they have someone's football, that it happens to be our football.
Now, have you seen this kid at the pool?
Not really, to be honest. He doesn't like strike me as a regular, or I remember him. Also, we were missing a lot of the pool because of Logan's when he broke his arm. So there was stretches that we didn't go. But yeah, like how do you remember us? So I don't know if maybe no, he doesn't have Facebook.
You didn't
He's
ask. You didn't say like, oh well, how do you know it's our football?
I don't think we did. No,
yeah, that would have been my first.
Yeah, I think we're both like,
thought.
really? Like, oh. We were shocked. I couldn't believe it that he, like, what the fuck? He remembered us? Like, that he has our football. So we know the football is still alive and it's out there. So if we're ever going to get it, I have no idea. But I'll be looking for this kid. I know his name. And he was so cute how he said, my dad's named after me. That was super cute. And now I know the dad's name. I got to do some Facebook trolling.
That's funny. You're gonna send a private message.
I never found. Oh yeah, we never found the name yet, so I don't think they have a Facebook account.
That's funny.
But
well, at least they didn't see your message and were like, "Oh, we have their football. We're not telling them."
Yes. But all right, Christina. So this week we decided to do a little something special for our listeners, for your WTF moment, or so to speak, your husband's, right?
Yep.
So before we started, we had Ed come in here and record a little something for us.
Well, let's play that out.
Let's get into it. All right. So for Christina's WTF, we actually have a guest in the clubhouse. We have Mr. Edward, and we all know from previous podcasts that Christina does not really fill the gas tank up regularly, and she likes to let it go all the way to the dangerous line of E.
Well, like I always say, I feel like I've said this many times on this podcast for some reason, there's two different types of people in the world. The one who, when the tank gets to half, they fill it up right away. And then there's the other ones, like myself, who live on the wild side, and they just roll the dice and pray for the best.
So I actually had a question for you. So I remember growing up in New York, I don't know if it was my dad that always told me this, but like in the winter months of it going like below zero, do not let your car go under a quarter of tank because it might not start if it's too fucking cold. So question, has this ever happened to you in New York?
It has not, because I also growing up was always told, especially when it's cold, do not let it go. Do not run out of gas or let it go like past a quarter of a tank because your tank will freeze. So I don't, is that an urban legend or is that a, what was the other, the term, not urban legend, but
So you did fill it up in New York.
I was young. I was optimistic. I was a young driver, okay? I was more full of life back then, Diane. I had more time on my hands.
You got plenty of time on your hands.
Oh, let's not go there. That's a different podcast. So back to the case in point. So recently, Mr. Edward here was sent out on a mission to get Chinese food and gas.
Let me set up the story here, okay? So I had some running around to do with my mother earlier that day, and that endeavor did not bring me past a gas station. So when I knew that he...
Really? Not past one single station.
Also, in my defense, you were out with the car, and I had left my wallet in the car, so I couldn't really get gas anyway.
Hey, Mom, can I borrow a couple bucks for gas?
But again, I didn't pass a gas station, and or is this what was I saying? I just totally lost my train of thought. So you were going out for Chinese food. It was kids' first day of school. I knew it was lowish, and I said, "Hey, when you go out for Chinese, do you mind stopping at the gas station so that there's gas in the car when I bring the kids to school tomorrow?"
I love, like, when I put a ish next to it, it's like, like right around there. Low-ish to me sounds like, it's getting close to E. It's kind of low-ish. Like,
well, on the thing, it gives you, like, it counts it down. It did not say 0. It just said low.
Wait, does it give you like a mile, like how many miles left to like?
It does.
It typically does. Usually you're right.
Yeah.
It does.
But when it says low, that means that it's low.
No, Ed, it was a low-ish.
Yeah. When the line is level on the line of E, I don't think that's low-ish. That's
No. You could get far on the line.
No,
you sure as fuck can.
Well, let's hear how far Ed got on the lowish line, Edward. So please tell us the rest of this story. You exit the driveway. Tell us details.
When I started the car up, okay, this is when it all started. So I start the car up, and it starts beeping at me and flashing yellow on the dashboard. And it said low. I've never seen the gas thing say low before. Never.
But it didn't say 0.
No, but it said low. No more numbers.
But it was
means
flashing
that it was
at
below
him.
0.
Beeping.
If it had no numbers, it was below 0. Okay? So anyway, I was just fingers crossed. I was coasting. I was trying to put the car in like eco mode.
And how many miles is it to the gas station?
Oh, shit, I don't know.
3, 4. How many is it?
Maybe 3, maybe 5 miles.
Okay.
Ish. I mean, that's not counting red lights that you have to stop at and wait.
You should have shut the car off if you were that worried about it.
It takes more gas to start the car back up again. So, yeah. Anyway, so I make my way out of the neighborhood, and I'm trying to coast and not use as much gas, and so I get maybe